What's up everyone, welcome to a new What If Mini. It's been kind of a while. Not too long ago I did a scenario where Goku Black arrived early. But what about one where he arrives later? Today we'll look at a scenario where Goku Black arrives after the Tournament of Power instead of before. With that brief intro out of the way, let's begin. After the Tournament of Destroyers, there's no Goku Black arc. Zamasu does get the idea in his mind to act on something, but he holds it for now, waiting a little bit longer. He thinks it would be too rash to act at the moment. His feelings are mixed right now, and maybe it'll pass. So next we arrive at the Tournament of Power. Goku and Vegeta are a little bit weaker in the Tournament of Power due to no serious fights during this time. They probably would still be training a bunch, although I'd feel they'd at least be marginally weaker. Vegeta wouldn't have that training he did during the Goku Black arc, and neither would have gotten the experience from fights that they did. But it probably wouldn't be too significant. I think there's still a chance they'd end up winning the tournament, especially because that arc doesn't have that much bearing on the tournament, besides how it affects Goku and Vegeta. Also, there's obviously no future Zeno there, but that doesn't really matter in the long run. Another tournament was going to happen anyways, and Goku was kind of the one to push it forward. There's probably a little chance it happens earlier on because Zeno would get bored earlier on, but we'll just assume it happens at the same time. It's a much tougher battle, but still. The whole theme of the tournament is breaking limits, and Universe 7 does break through their limits here, giving them the keys to victory. But the tournament itself isn't really important here. It's really the aftermath. Zamasu of course decides to watch it. He might even be there in person. If not, he has GodTube. But this tournament really annoys him. The use of Super Dragon Ball specifically. Zeno wanted to erase the other universes, and the mortals decided to wish them back. Plus, look at all these powers the mortals are using. Hit with his time abilities, once again messing with something he shouldn't. Goku and Vegeta with their godly powers. And now Goku's making a mockery of the angels too with Ultra Instinct. And of course there's Frieza's behavior, actively taunting the gods before and during the tournament. Really the only person there he likes is Toppo because he's an actual candidate for God of Destruction. He did it the right way. But this really sets him off. And now he decides maybe it's best to go with the Zero Mortals plan. The thing he was thinking of before. And he doesn't need to wait for the Super Dragon Balls to come back. He has the Time Ring, as well as Goasu's Potara. This happens after the Moro arc. It's a few months after the tournament. Moro's escape was really the tipping point. After the tournament he seriously started making plans for the Zero Mortals plan. But seeing Moro was enough to make him act as quick as possible. He directly went against the Kais, and he sees that Universe 7 still has Majin Buu there who absorbed a Kai, using his power like a game. And then Meiris siding with the mortals. It's sickening. Of course, this is an alternate Zamasu. Pretty much like normal. He steals Goku's body and kills anyone in his way. Unfortunately, he can't pull off Ultra Instinct right at the moment. He needs a little bit more time, and he can't be too hasty with it. So then he travels to Trunks' timeline. With a body this powerful, even in base, Trunks is screwed. He's not even aware of the other timeline yet, until Trunks is barely able to escape to it. So this doesn't just happen after the Tournament of Power, this happens way after, right between when Moro is defeated and when the Granola arc starts. Trunks escapes to the past and Goku Black follows him like normal. Goku and Vegeta come back to Earth. And then Goku encounters Goku Black. His power is actually pretty terrifying. He has no transformations yet, but he feels like he has some sort of a grasp on Ultra Instinct, not the actual form. Just the principles of it. He attempts to use this in his battle with Goku. Trying to dodge all of Goku's attacks, but once Goku powers up, he can see right through it. This guy really is just like him. He's trying to use Ultra Instinct, but that's not it. Goku then stops holding back, jumping into his completed Ultra Instinct. Now Goku Black's a bit terrified, but he calms himself. Seeing this in person will help him grow. He takes a single punch from Goku, launched high into the atmosphere, but he tries to remain calm. He doesn't even realize anger helps him grow, but for Ultra Instinct he can't rely on that anyways. He needs to have a sound and focused mind. Goku launches up in the air for one last attack, and at the very last second, Goku Black instinctively dodges. For a second he goes into Ultra Instinct Omen, but it instantly disappears. And that's the key to what he needs. He realizes now, he needs to maintain focus, his mind and heart need to be clear. And in his eyes, both of those are clear. He knows exactly what he's trying to do here. Plus, fun fact, according to the video games, Goku Black's actually pure of heart. He and Zamasu view themselves as perfectly justified. But more importantly, his mind is clear here. Goku is briefly surprised for a moment, and Goku Black tries to activate it again. But then a portal appears, dragging him back to his timeline. Goku tries one last time to launch an attack, a full-powered Kamehameha and Ultra Instinct. This should be a kill shot, but the moment it's about to hit Black, Ultra Instinct activates once more, barely letting him survive. He does get grazed by the attack, but still, this proves to him it's working. With this battle going differently, he didn't even have time to destroy the time machine. And of course, he doesn't have any other forms here, especially because he never aimed to get transformations. He only aimed to master Ultra Instinct. The thing is, it's kind of tough when you're not really fighting anyone worthwhile. Most of his time was spent going around killing mortals. He still is powerful here, but obviously not enough to defeat Goku at this point. But Goku, Vegeta, and Trunks are prepared to go to the future again. They just need to wait for the time machine to be fueled. Of course, Beerus goes to confront Zamasu too during this time period. And even with the time machine intact, they decide to wait back a little bit longer. This also sets up the fact that Zamasu in this timeline gets destroyed a little bit later on. That's where the two timelines diverge. Had he not been destroyed, then Goku Black would have happened here. This is what separates the two timelines like normal. and not too long after, they go to Trunks' timeline. Another battle between the Gokus commences. But this time Goku Black can pull it off. He transforms into Ultra Instinct Omen. Sure, it's not the completed version. Goku obviously has that and he's better with it. But Goku Black's strength is somehow comparable to Goku's. And Goku tries to make this fight as quick as possible. He knows Goku Black is learning from his Ultra Instinct. And if he gets too good with it, that'll be an issue. He didn't realize someone can grow that fast, especially with that power that he has. How is he that strong, especially in a lower form? And with Goku Black being pushed to his limits, there are points when Goku sees his hair turn silverish. Like he's almost completing Ultra Instinct, but something's holding him back. It's that rage within him. Sure, he's focused enough to hold on to Omen right now, but there's still something in him holding him back, something Goku doesn't deal with. That blind rage towards mortals. But while the rage makes it harder for him to use Ultra Instinct, it at least helps him grow in power. Goku Black gets power from rage. And at some point in the fight, he gets so angry that he completely drops out of Omen. But then a new form manifests. His aura shifts from a blue and purple one to a pinkish one. Inadvertently, he transforms into his Super Saiyan Rose, and he's even confused. This is new. But then Vegeta asks Goku if he could fight. If he doesn't have Ultra Instinct, Vegeta can at least hit him now. Plus, he has a new power he wants to test out. And you know what? Goku agrees to this. Goku Black's already pretty beat up, and he didn't even do much damage to Goku. Not only did Goku win this fight, but he realizes Goku Black is too big of a threat to let loose. And he knows exactly what Vegeta is referring to. Vegeta goes into Blue Evolution and starts fighting Goku Black. And he even laughs a bit. Rose seems to be a downgrade. Before in Ultra Instinct, he had so much more power. This form is definitely great, but Vegeta's evolved Blue is way better. He enjoys the fight for the bit, but decides it's better to take this opportunity and kill him. He's never used this in combat because he only just started training under Beerus, but it should be able to work here. Vegeta holds a hand out, charging a Hakai, and at the very last second, someone else teleports in front of it, Zamasu. He takes the full brunt of it and is seemingly erased, but of course he comes back. He's immortal. So here they learn about Zamasu's involvement, and they learn of who Goku Black actually is. And that's how Goku Black healed after his first encounter with Goku. Sure, he didn't take a huge amount of damage, but being grazed by a blast like that, he should have been more damaged. They did find that pretty weird. Goku asks if Vegeta can handle Zamasu, and Vegeta says it'll be his pleasure. He actually doesn't realize Hakais can't erase immortal people, although after what just happened, he assumes that. But he'll find a way. Maybe he just wasn't putting enough power into it. He needs more practice, and what better practice than an immortal target that keeps regenerating? This will really be helpful. Remember I said this is before the Granola arc, so Vegeta doesn't have Ultra Ego yet. He's close to it, but he has Hakais at least. Goku resumes its fight with Goku Black, and seeing his ally here calms him down. It reminds him of his plan. Goku Black's mind is focused once more, willingly activating Ultra Instinct Omen. And in the fight he suppresses his rage. Goku notices he's getting faster too, and his hair keeps flickering more and more, until a point in the battle where he actually does go Ultra Instinct, using the completed version. He overpowers Goku here, but this only is brief. He drops out of it pretty much immediately after. He's already worn out here, and this form intensely drained his stamina even further. He knows the feeling of it but can't maintain it, and he loses so much power that he drops back into base, not even being able to go Rose anymore. Now that they know who he is, and they know what he's capable of, there's no reason to not get rid of him here. So Goku charges a Kamehameha, still an Ultra Instinct. Goku Black of course tries to get away, but Goku follows him, and he launches the Kamehameha. And it hits Goku Black, but then he's pulled away by something. Once more grazed by the Kamehameha. But it wasn't Ultra Instinct that pulled him away, it was something else. Vegeta and Trunks notice this too while they're fighting Zamasu. Each of them are pulled across the battlefield. Goku Black switched an earring at the last moment, activating the Potara fusion. Shin and Gowasu also arrived not too long after. Things are much more accelerated than normal here. So things got weird really quickly, and they see him merge Zamasu in the sky. Goku and Vegeta power up to their fullest, fighting him. They also learn that two Kais fusing is permanent, which is an issue. Of course, they were Vegito before, a while back, and they probably still did see Kefla in the tournament. But they know nothing else about the Potara fusion, although Gowasu confirms why they defused so long ago. But thankfully they do have a counter to Potara fusion, Force Spirit Fission. Vegeta does have that here. The issue is he can't hit Zamasu. Zamasu feels so in tune with himself right now, especially after fusing, that he's using Ultra Instinct innately. They can't even really tell because his hair doesn't look too different, but every time they attack, he instantly dodges. But Vegeta says if he could hit the fusion just once, then they could defuse him. And Goku has a good idea. Well, if Potara fusion isn't permanent, why not try it again? Shin and Gowasu are here, so they could just recreate Vegito. Goku's glad he got to enjoy the battle with Goku Black, but he kinda regrets not finishing it sooner. Though, that's not really like him anyways. Here they can make it right by fusing. They quickly all teleport away from Zamasu, giving enough time to eat a Senzu and fuse. Vegito arrives on the battlefield, and now he wants to test something out. He doesn't know if this will work in a fused body, but it's at least worth trying. He doesn't go into Vegito Blue, he goes into Ultra Instinct. And he's surprised he pulled it off. Looks like the Vegeta part of him is cooperating with Ultra Instinct here. All they need is one shot. He uses instant transmission, teleporting to Zamasu and swinging at him. Zamasu dodges, but Vegito attacks instinctively. The two try exchanging blows and they don't really hit each other, until at one point in the fight, Vegito barely scrapes him, and then speeds up even further, hitting Zamasu again, and then a few more times. This is enough. He then lifts his hands up in the air and then throws his arms to the side. Zamasu and Goku Black then defuse, and instantly Vegito goes for Goku Black next. Goku Black doesn't even realize what just happened, and by the time he realizes Vegito defused them somehow, a pillar of light descends from above, a spirit sword from Vegito, stabbing right through him. And then, the spirit sword turns purple, channeling destructive energy through it, destroying Goku Black. Vegito then turns to Zamasu, now to figure out what to do with him. He sticks out a hand using telekinesis, holding Zamasu in place, then grabbing onto his hand, taking the time ring off. Now he can't escape to another timeline. They just need to figure out how to get rid of him though. Well, they defused the fusion and killed Goku Black, but they don't really have a solution for this. Vegito then runs out of power and defuses. He didn't realize that was possible either. This frees Zamasu from the telekinesis, and he teleports away instantly. Goku starts looking for his energy, with Vegeta giving the time ring to Shin and Gowasu. This is good. It means he's stuck in this timeline, and Goku will locate him. Vegeta does have one idea. During the tournament, he was hit by a Mafuba. Well, Roshi tried to use it on Frost, but then it hit Vegeta. So he asked to bring Roshi here. And Shin says that's a great idea, but he has an even better idea. Sealing Zamasu should work, but they can get someone else. He briefly leaves, then comes back with Beerus. He really shouldn't be here, but he says let's get this over with. That Zamasu guy did annoy him, and he just wants to wrap this up and get it done with. Goku then finally locates Zamasu, and the two Kais bring them to where he is. Vegeta then quickly sticks a hand out, preventing Zamasu from moving once more, encasing him in destructive energy. This makes Beerus pretty happy too. Impressive, he's getting a hang on it really quickly. Beerus then simply walks over to Zamasu, and then brings out a shield, sealing Zamasu within it. Why a shield? He says he actually had this from before. He sealed Elder Kai away in a sword, and now he has this. Consider it the Z shield. But he warns Shin, don't let mortals break it again. At least with the Elder Kai, he wasn't really a threat, just annoying. Of course, Shin understands. Trunks obviously can't even believe what he just witnessed. Everything that just happened was pretty insane. He didn't realize this much went on in the previous timelines. Goku's powers, Vegeta's powers, the fact that there's a god of destruction. There's so much amazing stuff he didn't know. Part of humanity was wiped out and Earth is in a rough shape. But in the end, his timeline is safe. And he thanks everyone for their help. It looks like Goku Black arriving later wasn't so great for him. Sure, he was more powerful, but so was everyone else in the present. Goku's Ultra Instinct and Vegeta's Hakai's and Force Spirit Fission, abilities like that helped them win here. And with that, we end off here. What'd you guys think about this What If Mini? If you want to see more What If Minis, leave ideas below. Also, be sure to drop a like and subscribe if you haven't already. It really does help with the channel. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video.